Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Have you ever wondered how to be completely invisible? You know, just like with the Harry Potter cloak and all that stuff? Well, it turns out there really is a way to become completely invisible. There are two methods you can choose from. One, you can be a black conservative in America. Suddenly, you will completely vanish and no one will know you're even there. They won't even hear a word you have to say. Second, you can be a Democrat who does something criminally wrong, in particular, asking someone of the, I guess it doesn't even have to be opposite sex anymore, asking someone for favors or smooching them. Unless you sniff their hair, then it's completely acceptable. Ask our current president. And you can even sniff young children's hair. Yes, like Uncle Creepy Joe. All right, look it up. So, how do you become invisible? Well, it looks like Andrew Cuomo figured it out for a very effective method of ABC, CBS, and NBC, as well as CNN and MSNBC, completely avoided the explosive sexual harassment charges against him. Didn't even talk about the story. So, there he is. Whoosh, gone invisible. Now, if we take a look over here, here's Justice Thomas. Maybe you can recognize he's a black man in America. Maybe you can't. Doesn't matter. Amazon Prime can recognize it, and they've yanked Clarence Thomas documentary during Black History Month. You know, that month we set aside to remember black people, like we do all the other months where we set them aside to remember. Oh wait, I guess we don't do that, do we? Oh well, there you go. Anyway, so, yep, completely invisible. Whoosh, gone, no more. Now, so there goes Cuomo with his invisibility cloak, but the time eventually ran out. But before we get into what made the time run out, do you recognize that we live, if you're an American, that we live in a country that you can be responsible for 15,000 people dying through misactions and poor choices and hiding the numbers? And the media, as long as you have a D by your name, doesn't care. But once you try and kiss, not one woman, no, it took two before the invisibility cloak was finally pulled away so we could see his curly little locks. No. The media didn't care until he started trying to smooch on women. 15,000 dead people? What's the old saying? One person's death is a tragedy, but 15,000 in New York is just a statistic. Ain't that something? However, you can also be aware that the CNN coverage, where Cuomo's brother works, and Kavanaugh, the other Supreme Court justice, that the allegations came under fire for drastically different framing. Surprise, surprise anyone? No. Tim Pool rants about it. Any rational person that pays attention rants about it, that the coverage is not just biased, it flat out lies most of the time now, and that's a real problem. That is a very, very real problem. How do you have discussions with other human beings when they are under the guise of, did you hear that Trump said that you should inject bleach and Lysol? Yeah, he never said that. He never came close. You can look up the transcript. What do you do when they've been told that over and over and over? What do you do when they've been told kids are in cages and being ripped from their parents and it's horrible, ignoring the fact that they broke the law and every kid is ripped from their parent when their parent goes to jail? That's not a new thing, and it's not unique to people from foreign lands. They do it to every American that goes to the pokey. What do you do when they hear that? And then, when it spins on that little dime, and all of a sudden Biden's using the exact same camp where the kids were in cages. And now suddenly it's all, oh no, it's for their welfare and so good. Yeah, that's what they said under the last group, but you said they were lying. And now you're saying they're not, so who's lying now? And they've been called to the carpet by like 3 people. But what do? Don't know. Toxic, unhinged, disgusting coverage finds creative ways to describe Cuomo style. See? Start smooching on the women inappropriately, and voila, now you got your news story. Syracuse, New York. That's what it took. It's kind of frightening the way that all works. that you can be completely invisible as long as you have the right letter by your name and you have the right ideology. They will not cover the stories about you. They will flat out make them up. Russia, Russia, Russia. Inject bleach. Inject Lysol. They'll just make it up when you have the wrong ideology. What do you do with your friends and your associates that don't know that they're being fed lies constantly? And when you tell them, they get upset. They're like, no, no. It's like that scene from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't know. Rush Limbaugh did it, and he was pretty funny. But he's gone. We miss him so. All right, so now you know the secret to invisibility. Simply be a black conservative in America. Whoosh, you're gone. You no longer exist. Simply have a D by your name and the right ideology and the blue check mark on Twitter, and you can do no wrong. No one will ever know if you do. It's an amazing thing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future. If you're not wearing the cloak, that is.